In a country where people mostly follow or prefer stereotypes when it comes to beauty, many celebrities feel pressured to keep up with these standards. Actress Hong Sua is one of the actresses who felt this pressure and decided to undergo face surgery in hopes of having more opportunities for her career. It was so drastic that she completely changed and rebuilt her whole face. She was afraid that if she didn't change her look, she wouldn't have a successful career and wouldn't be able to appear in dramas or movies. After getting her face done, she felt more confident and said her new look could help her get various roles in both Korea and China. She even compared her previous look and said that her face before could only land her supporting roles. That actually happens to be true. Back then, she used to only have supporting roles, but now she's starred in Chinese movies and gained more fans and followers. Another case is that of Kim Yoo-jin, who received a lot of criticism because of her looks and weight. Before debuting as an idol and actress, she used to have small eyes, monoids, and a chubbier face. She eventually lost weight and ended up getting acting roles and commercials. Losing weight helped her get her physical appearance more defined. Despite losing all that weight, netizens were still criticizing her and would continue to point out errors in her physical appearance and even saying her face started to look uneven. After that, she probably did some surgery to help her boost confidence and stop receiving hate, since she looked completely different when she attended the press conference for the drama Marriage Contract. She neither acknowledged nor denied getting surgery, but netizens claim that she clearly had a nose job. Some celebrities tend to remain silent or sometimes even deny when asked if they've undergone any surgeries. However, Hyo-min is one of the brave and open actresses who acknowledged making changes to her face and even mentioned being good looking as part of her job. She hasn't gone through the details on which type of surgery she got, but based on her old photos, it looked like she had her nose done, her eyes, and probably her chin as well to make it more defined and pointier. Being in the entertainment industry definitely comes with a lot of competition, so aside from great acting skills, looking good could also be an advantage and a huge help in landing some roles. She shared, "Our job requires us to give joy and entertain a lot of people. It's impossible to do that if you're not pretty." After some changes, Hyo-min felt more confident, and at the same time, it helped her career as an idol and actress. Another actress who went through a lot of pressure because of society is Lee Da-hye. She actually already had surgery even before she started acting. Before entering the entertainment industry, she was a pageant contestant for the 2001 Miss Chunhyang. Compared to what she looked like back then and now, there are undeniably some changes. She used to have a rounder face with a square jawline. She also has monolids, which weren't considered pretty since Koreans prefer double eyelids based on their beauty standard. Because of that standard, netizens kept on mocking her and throwing insults, and even went as far as calling her ugly. After facing all this criticism, she reportedly decided to undergo surgeries, like getting her eyes bigger, getting a nose job, having lip fillers, and even narrowing her jawline. With her new look, she eventually got a new career as an actress and landed various roles. Da-hye actually admitted to getting these surgeries in an interview and said, "I used to be obese. I also did some remodeling to my face." The interviewer was surprised by her revelation and thought she didn't get any plastic surgeries since he couldn't really tell. Ji Chang-wook's physical changes proved how netizens clearly pay attention to every detail. While he already looked handsome even before his debut, viewers noticed that as time went by, his nose started to change, getting more narrow and pointier. He debuted in the film Sleeping Beauty, and during this time, his nose seemed to appear a bit bigger and wider. Due to his great acting, he eventually landed more roles like My Two Perfect Sons and Smile Again, which people claimed were the dramas where he still had his natural nose. Changes started to appear when he landed the lead role in the drama warrior Baek Dong-soo. His nose became more narrow compared to before. Now, one of his major lead roles was in Empress Ki, which helped him rise to stardom. This time, viewers were convinced he had gone under the knife since his nose already looked way different. Next, we have Hwang Kwang-hee, who has always been open about all the surgeries he has done. Looking at his before and after photos right now, you can clearly tell he had gone through extensive surgeries. Actually, almost every part of his face had undergone plastic surgery except for one. Can you guess which one? Just 2 years after his debut with the boy group Jaya, he had already started doing changes to his face, which were his nose, eyes, and forehead as well. There's actually a reason why he decided to undergo all these surgeries. Kwang-hee felt he looked less attractive compared to his members, and that didn't give him much confidence. But even though he already got plastic surgery, he still feels inferior to the rest of the members, since they were all born with natural beauty while he was not. By 2019, he continued making some improvements on his face by inserting silicone into his forehead, chin, and nose. Well, by this time every part of his face had undergone surgery except for his cheekbones. At the same time, he even got dental veneers to complete his look. After all those surgeries he had already gone through, you might think it's already time for him to stop for his health and other reasons. But Kwang Hee is still open to the possibility of doing more surgeries. He revealed that if plastic surgery technology develops further in 10 years, he would want to take on the role of a crown prince in a drama. He also became somewhat of a spokesperson of plastic surgery in Korea. Park Min-young also received some backlash after changing her looks. As early as junior high, Min-young revealed she got permission from her mom to get double eyelid surgery and a nose job to fix her crooked nose. She might have admitted to those two, but based on how she looked back then, it's clear she's done more procedures. She used to look sweet and have that youthful image, but after starring in her 2022 drama Love in Contract, fans noticed her face started to look unnatural. Aside from that, her acting started to change as well since she looked stiff on screen. Viewers couldn't help but compare her looks and acting from her previous dramas like Healer, which some claim was the time when she looked more natural and had great acting. One obvious feature that clearly changed is her jawline, which looked like she had some substantial modification. She used to have a smooth and square jawline, but now it's more defined and has a triangular shape. The previous celebrities mentioned experienced some downsides in their careers after surgery, but for Kwak Jin-young, she had to go through more than just a bump in her career. Unfortunately, things didn't end up going well for her, as she experienced serious side effects after surgery. Her role as Jong Mal in Son and Daughter has helped her rise to stardom. However, her role was someone who's really mischievous, and people would still look at her that way even in real life. So she decided to fix her eyes to look a bit different in hopes of removing her mischievous image. But after receiving surgery, that's when her life started to become more complicated. Her surgery didn't end up well, and one of the side effects was so severe that she couldn't properly open her eyes. Aside from the physical side effects she had, she also experienced some psychological problems that led her to almost take her own life. She revealed, "It hurts me to talk about plastic surgery, which is suffering from comments every day. If I search Kwak Jin-young, I find kimchi, plastic surgery, and plastic surgery addiction." She was suffering from all of the hate comments, but many viewers also sent her a ton of support. After receiving surgery, there's always a high chance of getting side effects and some downsides. For some, after receiving surgery, their careers have come to a better light. However, for actress Yoon Eun-hye, she ended up looking stiff and awkward on screen, making her lose her natural acting. Aside from her natural acting, people also claimed she lost her natural beauty, which was one of the reasons why she became one of the top actresses during her early days. Before, she used to have double eyelids that made her look innocent. Now, she looks more mature, especially after receiving Botox. There's a huge difference in how she looked, and it's clear she had gone through different types of surgery. It even reached the point where people started calling her a plastic surgery disaster. Male celebrities also face criticism with how they look, just like Kim Soo-hyun. He looks completely different from before. While he was still a rookie actor, netizens didn't like the way he looked and would always comment about how big his nose was. He basically didn't fit the typical Korean beauty standard back then. In fact, he was called a black sheep, and people even believed that he wouldn't last long in the industry. As a rookie actor, it's normal to start in supporting roles, which he did, but he actually tried auditioning for bigger roles like the drama Boys Over Flowers, but didn't pass. He started gaining popularity when he starred in the 2011 drama Dream High. As time passed, he eventually got to star in different dramas, and at the same time, it improved his appearance. He also did not comment on whether he did have surgery, but there's definitely a difference in how he looked before and now. A Chinese outlet even called him a product of plastic surgery, claiming he may look better now, but everything isn't natural. Whether he did or did not get surgery, his glow up surely helped him become one of the most successful Korean actors of his generation. Kim Woo-bin has captured a lot of hearts with his great acting and great physique. However, just like Soo-hyun, netizens claim his physical appearance isn't all natural as well. When his pre-debut photos resurfaced, it was noticeable that he really looked different. He used to have a protruded mouth and a wider and bigger nose. When he starred in the drama The Heirs, it was noticeable that his looks had already changed. But even after some changes, people still considered his looks to be debatable. Even Woo-bin himself isn't confident with his appearance and shared, "I don't think I'm handsome. When I look in the mirror at home, I often think I look hideous." Just like Woo-bin, Kim Sun-ho was also speculated to be receiving surgery after his old school photos resurfaced. His elementary and high school photos were put side by side, and netizens couldn't help but compare how he looked. In his old photos, people noticed two things that seemed really different: his nose and eyes. His nose used to be flatter compared to his high and pointy nose right now. As for his eyes, he used to have double eyelids, and now he has monolids. Other people pointed out that those changes might be the result of his drastic weight loss. But with the huge difference in how he looks right now, we can't rule out the fact of him having the slightest surgery.